Okay, so if you find yourself out on the ice, when you punch through the ice, the most important life safety tip that I can give you today is you have got to control your breathing. It doesn't mean you're going to be comfortable, and it doesn't mean it's going to be a happy place, but it means you can get your breathing under control, you get your brain under control, and you can start to make tangible decisions that are going to get you out of that situation. Okay, so if you find yourself out on the ice and you bypassed all these safety rules that we've talked about, when you punch through the ice, the most important life safety tip that I can give you today is you have got to control your breathing. You got to slow your body down, and you got to get your arms out on stable ice if possible. Every human being is going to have a physiological response to freezing water. There's a lot of different reference points for it, but the cool thing about it is each person's physiological response is somewhat unique. The things that are common is you are immediately going to start doing what we call guppy breathing. So once that cold water hits your face and your body, you're going to start hyperventilating and gasping for air. Your other instant response is going to be to start kind of spazzing out. All those things are burning up BTUs and body heat, and you're losing energy rapidly while you're doing all those things. Hyperventilation can escalate the process of you transitioning into full hypothermia and potentially losing consciousness. So the most important thing is that control your breathing, slow down, and get your arms out on the ice. Once your arms are out on the ice, if you just kind of, we call it riding the wave, just ride that physiological wave and let your body reset. Within a minute or so, your body is going to fully reset. It's going to kind of equalize with the water and the environment you're in. It doesn't mean you're going to be comfortable, and it doesn't mean it's going to be a happy place, but it means you can get your breathing under control, you get your brain under control, and you can start to make tangible decisions that are going to get you out of that situation. Second most important step, don't point load the ice around yourself. So don't get your elbows up on there. Don't try and drive up with an arm. Any point loads around that area you just fractured are going to continue to fracture ice and continue to dunk you back into the water. So keep those arms out on the ice surface and try not to move them. Step two is going to be to kick your legs. You want to kick your legs when you're ready, actively and aggressively, and try and get your feet up towards the surface of the water. As soon as you get your body more like a swimming position, just under the backside of that ice shelf, that's when you're going to use your full forearms and you're going to try and pull yourself forward as you're actively kicking, trying to get your chest up on that ice edge so that you can clear it and get the majority of your upper body up on top of the ice. As soon as you feel your navel kind of passing that ice edge, you want to convert into a roll. So straighten one of those arms out and start rolling sideways, just basically log rolling out of the ice hole. That'll keep you as much load distribution as possible on the ice surface, and kind of have a game plan before you do this. Look at the ice around you. Think about the things that we're talking about as far as fractures and ice color and what looks stable and what doesn't. Do you see a path that's already been traveled? Try and make sure that you roll to a reliable area of ice. Once you're there, stay on your belly if you need to and start working your way back towards the bank, or get up into a crawling position or a three-point position and work your way back to the bank. Always be looking to the shore for people coming to your aid. Be looking for ropes to be thrown to you, because that's what rescuers are going to be doing, or they're going to be passing reaching devices to you. And then as a last-ditch resort, rescuers will be doing go rescues, where they'll be actively sending a rescuer in after you. Keep your wits about you. Try to interact with your environment and interact with your rescuers to make sure you can get out of that bad situation. So we're going to go do one now. All right, so once you punch through, slow your breathing down. Control your breathing. Work your chest up towards that edge. Get your arms out on the ice surface and just leave them there. Calm everything down. Try and manage your physiological responses. Once you're ready, look around you and identify where you think your best exit strategy is. Mine is going to be to the right, because I've got a trailing rope line to the right. That's a path that's already been traveled. That gives me something to grab a hold of, hold on to. Hopefully people on the shore can pull me in, and it's an area that I know isn't virgin. Once I'm ready, I'm gonna start kicking. As I bring my feet up to the surface, when I'm ready, one big kick, and I'm just gonna use my forearms and hands on the ice to try and get my chest up on the ice edge. Once I'm up on that ice edge, pull myself and roll away from the hole. Once I'm out and clear of the hole, I can start belly crawling to safety. I get up into my 3-point stance, or I can crawl. If you've got that long handle tool and that's what you elect to use, or a tree branch, when you dropped into this hole, if you go to do that initial push and one of these elbows punches through the ice, let yourself ease back down, bring that tool back towards the corner, and try and bridge a corner. Where these two surfaces intersect, you're gonna have a greater point of resistance on this corner than you are on a wide open surface of a flat. So get that tool across the corner, start kicking, drive your chest up onto that tool or that branch, and then roll away from the hole that way.